there, welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are having a wonderful time. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. My name is Rishti and this is Mystery Art, which will soon have a change of name. Now on today's video, we're going to be looking at this painting that I did quite some time back, but it's just that I didn't have time to make the recording or edit the video for this, even though I don't really do a lot of editing. It was also during a time where I had to change the setup of the table and just fix some stuff around the house. So let's talk about this painting. Now at first, if you look at the painting, you're going to think, because you can see a little bit of the photo up there, that I am painting the guy really light. But you need to realize that it would be easier for me to go from light to dark than it is for me to go from dark to light. So what I would do, I would lay on the light colors first, all of the light colors, and I would spread that around, and that would help me to transition easier into the darker colors. So yes, I know it does start off super light and it doesn't really look like him. I've mentioned it a ton of times that when you first start a painting, it's not going to look like the person right away. You are going to see a much scarier looking version of that. Sitting here and basically watching the rain drip outside while recording this. I'm also helping my nephew with his work, and we have a book that we need to go read together. We are going to be reading The Secret of the Old Mill. It's a Hardy Boy book that he definitely needs to come sit and read. So while recording this, I'll be looking over to make sure that he reads his book. And I will still be telling you about the painting, even though there's not much to say. I've said it 1,000 times before. When you're mixing the colors, the first colors you mix for the skin tones are, you can just choose a normal yellow. It could be a cool or warm yellow, but take in mind, if you're using a cool yellow, pair it with a warm red, or if you're using a warm yellow, pair it with a cool red. The best yellow you can use is what's known as the burnt sienna, and another color you can use to mix in if you don't want to use the red would be oh sorry, it's not burnt sienna, it's yellow ochre. You can use yellow ochre in the place of the yellow because that's a lovely warm yellow, and you can use burnt sienna in place of the red, but I would recommend against it because adding white, it can give you sort of like a muddy looking color compared to if you're using, let's say, a normal red. So yellow ochre is the perfect paint for you to have all time. All the leftover paint, I would keep it in a container that has a lid on it, and I'd scrape whatever color it is into it. Now the reason why it's a greenish color is because most of the paint that's left back, since most of the skin tone has either a lot of red or yellow undertone, we don't have a lot of people in the Caribbean with a blue undertone, so I've never really had to go really dark. And as for the black that's left over, I rarely have black left over my palette. What you see there is just the palette being dirty, but there is not a lot that you can scrape off and actually use. So that's why it has that sort of greenish color, and this is a way you can minimize how much paint you waste on a daily basis. It's something easy to do and can help you save money. Sorry for any background noises. I'm actually supposed to be teaching my niece and nephew a bit of something, but I'm just playing with a puppet and watching them. The little boy, he has to read, which is something he's not doing. He's at page 3 and he has to read all the way to page 18 because that would be 2 chapters. So if he can I'd give him that one chapter to finish, but he's already started the first chapter, so he might as well finish off the first chapter and also the second chapter. He does not like reading compared to when the two girls and I were little. We used to love reading so much, but it's just a little bit different with him, and a little bit harder with him too. Like this is anyway, back to the painting and the colors. As you can see, I have gone darker, but I am recording this over, so looking back at the video, I wish I had gone a little bit darker, but I'm always afraid to go darker with the paint. Like I said, once you go to the dark colors, you can't really come back and use a lighter color on it. It's usually really hard to use a light color once you've used the dark color. I mean, oh, and when you use the really dark color, you know, like just put white on it to lighten it down. No, white and any dark color, since I use black to help mix these dark colors, would just give a muddy color. So again, can't necessarily do that. Anyway, we are coming close to the end of the video. If you guys are enjoying this video, go ahead, leave us a like, maybe even subscribe to the channel, and comment down below what you would like to see next done on the channel. I do other stuff other than the portrait paintings. I do the 1 paint challenge, 2 paint challenge, 1 marker challenge, 2 marker challenge, which I will definitely need to do again. I also want to do the Inktober challenge. Last year I didn't really get to do Inktober, but I'm gonna try doing the whole year round. Anyway, goodbye, take care, hope to see you guys again.